Cenat and IShowSpeed are officially back, and this new announcement already feels like the kind of stream that can take over the entire internet. The latest reports say the duo is gearing up for a Minecraft hardcore marathon scheduled for August 7th, 2026, with the goal of beating every major boss in the game. And if that sounds familiar, it should, because their last hardcore Minecraft run turned into a massive multi-day event that lasted over 100 hours and pulled in millions of viewers.
You know, I played Resident Evil for hours and hours and hours. And you know what happened thereafter, bro?
This is not just two creators playing Minecraft. This is Cenat and IShowSpeed, two of the most unpredictable entertainers on the internet, getting locked into a challenge where every mistake gets louder, every death gets funnier, and every argument becomes instant clip material. That is the formula. The game matters. But the real event is the chemistry. One of them is going to push the other one too far. Somebody is going to panic at the worst possible moment, sir, and the entire audience is going to be waiting for that one chaotic moment that turns into a viral edit within minutes. Based on how their past marathons played out, the biggest prediction is simple. This is not going to be calm. It is going to be competitive, messy, and way longer than anybody expects. What makes this even more interesting is that this announcement comes at a time when both creators have been on completely different paths. Cenat has continued building marathon-style content that keeps viewers watching for days at a time, while IShowSpeed has spent the past year traveling around the world, meeting fans, streaming from different countries, and constantly creating moments that dominate social media. Now they're bringing those two styles together again, and that's exactly why expectations are so high. The first prediction is almost guaranteed. Somebody is going to nearly end the entire run because of one careless mistake. Hardcore Minecraft doesn't give you second chances. One bad decision, one unexpected explosion, or one wrong fight with a mob can instantly end hours of progress. That's exactly what creates the tension. Every time one of them walks into a cave or decides to fight something they probably shouldn't, millions of viewers are going to be holding their breath. The second prediction is that we're going to see some of the funniest arguments they've ever had. If you've watched Kai and Speed together before, you already know neither one likes being blamed when something goes wrong. If Speed accidentally destroys resources, Kai is going to call him out. If Kai gets distracted and almost gets them eliminated, Speed isn't going to let him hear the end of it. Those back and forth moments usually become the biggest clips because they're completely unscripted. You never know who's going to lose their patience first. Another reason this announcement has people excited is because Minecraft has become one of the few games that almost guarantees viral moments when huge creators play it together. Unlike fast-paced competitive games where everything happens in seconds, Minecraft gives creators room to talk, joke around, panic, celebrate, and completely fail in front of millions of people. One minute they're calmly collecting wood, and the next they're sprinting through the night while hundreds of enemies chase them. Those sudden shifts create perfect content. There's also the question of whether they'll actually finish the challenge. On paper, defeating every major boss sounds straightforward. In reality, hardcore mode makes every single objective feel 10 times harder. They'll have to gather resources, build protection, survive dangerous caves, avoid making reckless decisions, prepare for powerful enemies, and eventually reach the end without anyone making a fatal mistake. Considering how unpredictable both Kai and Speed are, that's a much bigger challenge than it sounds. One prediction that keeps coming up is that this marathon could end up being even bigger than their last one. Their audiences have continued to grow. They've gained millions of new followers since the previous hardcore event, and every collaboration between them seems to become a trending topic across multiple platforms. If the stream delivers even a handful of unforgettable moments, it's very possible we'll be seeing clips from this marathon circulating all over TikTok, Instagram Reels, X, and YouTube Shorts before the event is even over. Another thing to watch is how long they'll actually stay focused. That's always been one of the funniest parts of watching these two together. They'll start with a serious plan, promise they're going to play carefully, and then 5 minutes later, somebody decides to take an unnecessary risk just because it'll be entertaining. Sometimes those decisions create legendary moments. Other times, they completely ruin hours of progress. That's why viewers keep coming back. You genuinely don't know what's going to happen next. And finally, don't be surprised if this stream produces one of the biggest viral moments of the month. Whether it's an unbelievable clutch save, an unexpected betrayal, a hilarious argument, or a heartbreaking hardcore death, history says something memorable is almost guaranteed to happen whenever Cenat and IShowSpeed team up. The only real question is whether they'll conquer the challenge together, or whether one split-second decision ends everything before they ever reach the finish line. But there are a few predictions that could completely change how this marathon is remembered. One of the biggest is the possibility of surprise guests. Cenat has become known for bringing unexpected creators into his biggest events, and Speed has connections with streamers, athletes, musicians, and influencers from all over the world. Even if they start the challenge alone, don't be surprised if another huge personality suddenly joins the call or jumps into the server. Those surprise appearances always create huge spikes in viewership because nobody sees them coming. Another prediction is that Speed will be responsible for both the funniest and the most stressful moments. That's simply how he plays games.
That's your internet, nigga! That's your fucking internet, bro! Get your ass up!
He'll make an incredible play that saves the entire run. Then 5 minutes later, he'll do something so reckless that everyone watching starts yelling at their screens. Whether it's attacking enemies without enough gear, wandering too far from Kai, or refusing to back down from a dangerous fight, Speed has a history of turning ordinary situations into complete chaos. That's part of why millions tune in. Kai, on the other hand, usually plays the opposite role. He tries to keep everyone focused, but even he gets pulled into the madness after enough time. The longer the stream goes, the funnier it becomes because exhaustion starts setting in. People stop thinking clearly, simple tasks become difficult, and small mistakes turn into major disasters. That's one of the reasons marathon streams have become so successful. You're not just watching gameplay anymore. You're watching personalities slowly break down after hours of nonstop entertainment. Something else worth watching is whether they'll actually stick to their original strategy. Every hardcore Minecraft player starts with a plan. Gather food, build shelter, collect armor, prepare carefully. But with Kai and Speed, that plan rarely lasts very long. It usually turns into improvisation, panic, and hilarious decision-making. That's where the best content comes from, because the audience gets to experience every unexpected twist alongside them. There is also a strong chance that this marathon produces some of the biggest clips of the year. Think about how social media works today. A 10-second reaction can spread across every platform within minutes. If Speed screams after nearly falling into lava, or Kai somehow survives with half a heart, those moments won't stay inside the live stream. They'll instantly become shorts, TikToks, Instagram Reels, memes, reaction videos, and edits. One thing feels almost certain. When this marathon is over, people won't just be talking about Minecraft. They'll be talking about the unforgettable moments that only Cenat and IShowSpeed could create together.